I have younger people in my life who have read Dogman, but I knew very little about the character before seeing the new animated film directed by Peter Hastings. Based on the Dave Pilkey book series, this film could better be described as Schrodinger's Dogman, a movie that is both bad in execution and good in entertainment at the same time, at odds with itself, but still an enjoyable enough experience to take your family to. When Officer Knight and his dog are involved in a horrible explosion, the only way they can be saved is by attaching the dog's head to Knight's body, effectively creating Dogman. Now the hybrid hero is tasked with putting Petey, the world's most evilest cat, behind bars once and for all. While he's hunting the villainous feline, Petey is attempting to perfect cloning, with some shockingly adorable results. Now, it was probably a good idea to gloss over as much of Dogman's creation as they could get away with, considering the sheer nightmare fuel of this near Cronenbergian origin. This adaptation also jettisons the characters of George and Harold from Captain Underpants, who created the in-universe graphic novel. I feel as though these two could have served as narrators for the story, and it would have aided some of the more wild narrative swings, which feel underdeveloped in the finished film, but would have been more understandable through the lens of two youngsters with very active imaginations. Dogman is very much a throw everything at the wall and see what sticks type of movie. There are so many convoluted plot threads that are all happening at once, some of them, like Petey's father showing up, feeling like they didn't serve the intended effect. Elements are introduced, forgotten, then remembered, then they have a major impact. Again, this makes sense within the context of it being a comic book created by the main characters from Captain Underpants, and part of this film's inherent charm is that inability to really know where the story is going next. This bonkers tone contributes well enough to some solid laughs and an overall pleasing experience. Now, Dogman is wild, especially for those that were unaware of this particular origin story. I have so many questions about this thing's sentience, like does it share two brains? Is one of them dead? It's not important right now. Not all the movie works, though. But when I was in for the ride, enough of it landed to be an enjoyable enough movie for your family. If your family wants to see it, I think parents will get enough laughs out of it to make it worthwhile. Dogman is 2025's first sugar rush movie in all the best and worst ways, though I will say I did have enough fun to give it the slightest of recommendations. I give Dogman a 3 out of 5. You can find a written version of this review over at goatfilmreviews.com, but while you're here, make sure you like and subscribe. There are 2 free things you can do that help to support the channel immensely, and you never miss new episodes of the show as they drop. You can also find Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can follow me personally at Almighty Goatman on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and Blue Sky. And you can find my show Kyle and Nick on Film that I co-host with Nick Plotachuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. We have new episodes of that show every single week. You can also check out the link in the video description here for the Minnesota Film Critics Association, of which I'm a member. You can find other film critics' reviews of new, popular, and classic films, as well as more of my stuff over there. Thank you so much for joining me for this video review of Dogman, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.